Hi boys and girls, it's time for math. So please get your math book out, your math textbook. Please take it out. If you need time to go get it, pause this video and I'll be waiting. Okay, so today you had to also work in your math review book, but as we do in class, you do that on your own. Okay, do the best that you can. All right, so today we're continuing our multiplication, and you will notice that I sent home some music videos. Now, usually we do these music videos in class. I think these music videos are a lot of fun. They're entertaining. They really help you remember the times tables. And today we're working on the 2s and 5s. Okay, so whenever you get the chance, go ahead and listen to them. Listen to them not just once, several times. They really do help memorize your times tables. And I use those videos for all the times tables. So whatever times tables we do while we are at home, I'll probably send those videos because they're helpful, they're fun. And again, we would have done them in class anyway. Okay, so let's go on and talk about multiplying by 2. And let's review what we did yesterday. Okay, and we move this over a little bit so that we can see. There we go. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write 6 sets of 2. And it's the same as saying 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Another way to do this is by skip counting by 2 or counting by 2s. So let's count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 sets of 2 is 12. There, you can see it better. We could write this as a multiplication equation. We can take 6, because we have 6 sets. 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Because we skip count by 2. Okay? Now, what happens, boys and girls, when I do this? Okay, I'm going to flip this over so I could write. Two times 6. We did 6 times 2 is equal to 12. How about 2 times 6? Well, 2 times 6 just means 2 sets of 6. So why don't we go ahead and use a picture? I'm going to make 2 sets. Here's one, and here's the other. That one got a little bit wobbly. And how many go in each set? 6. Does the product change? Remember, product is the answer. Does the product change? So we have 6, and we could count by 6, and that's a little harder. So we could do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 times 6 is also 12. 2 sets of 6 is 12. Boys and girls, this is called the commutative property. Please say it with me. Commutative property. And we've heard that word before. We've heard it in addition. In addition, the commutative property says that it doesn't matter the order in which you add the numbers. So for example, 3 plus 1 is 4. It doesn't matter the order in which you write the numbers. 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is 4. So when we're multiplying, the same property applies. It doesn't matter the order in which you multiply, the product is still the same. Let's do a few more. Bear with me for 1 second. It takes a little bit longer to do things because I don't have a big whiteboard like we do in school. I have a small one. And I don't think a big whiteboard would probably fit while I'm working anyway. So I'm just going to erase, and we'll do another one similar to this one for you to see. Okay? Okay, very good. So let's do, let me write it down first. Okay. Here is repeated addition. Remember, multiplication is just repeated addition. 2 plus 2 plus 2. We could count by 2. 2, 4, 6. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. What's another way to write this? We have 3 times, how many are in each set? 2. 3 times 2 is 6. We can also say 2 times 3 is 6 because it doesn't matter the order your factors are in. Remember, these are called factors. The product is the same. Got that? Good. Let's do another one to review. So when we are multiplying by 2, you are basically skip counting or counting by 2. Okay? Don't forget that. Let's try this one. Ready? Oh, now we have 5s. We have 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Here we are counting by what? We are counting by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 20. So, how many times are we multiplying? There are 5, well, there are 4 groups of 5. 4 times 5 is 20. We could also say 5 times 4 is 20. Okay? Now what do you do when you see a problem written like this? Because you may see it. Hold on 1 second, I'm going to show you. What if you see it vertically? Do you panic and just say, no, I can't do this? No, it's the same. It's just written differently. This is written horizontally. This is written vertically. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay? 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 4 is 20 because of the commutative property. It says that it doesn't matter the order. I'm going to erase that 5. I'm going to make a better 5 for you there. It doesn't matter the order in which you multiply your factors. The product is always the same. So 5 times 4 is 20 is the same as 4 times 5, and that's also going to equal 20. Okay, let's do a few more, and then we're going to go ahead and look in our book. Okay, so we're multiplying by 2s, and we're multiplying by 5 today. And when we multiply by 2, all we are doing is counting by 2. In fact, why don't we count by 2 together? Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Let's count by 5s. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And of course we could go on, but we're going to stop at the 10s right now. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, let's see. All right, let's do, remember, multiplication is just what? It is just repeated addition. Okay, here we go. And then we're working from our book, okay? Whoa, those are a lot of 5s. So let's count by 5s to see what this is equal to. We're going to count by 5s. Ready? Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is 30. How many sets of 5 do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are in each set? 5. 6 times 5 is 30. If we use the commutative property, we can say that 5 times 6 is also 30. See that? This is the commutative property. We could also write it like this. Or we could write it, because of the commutative property, you could also do this. Okay? Very simple. So you have to know how to count by 2s, and you have to know how to count by 5s, which I think all of you do. You all are so smart and bright, and I know you're going to do great. I just know it. All right, so let's open up your book to page 95. And I'm going to see if I could enlarge this somehow. I did yesterday. All right, page 95. If you don't have it, pause it. Open it and unpause when you are ready. Okay? All right. Page 95. It says multiply with 2 or 5 and the commutative property. In the box, the pink box all the way on the top, right next to Haley and Horatio, it says the commutative property of multiplication. The order of the factors can be changed without changing the product. So we have 2 as a factor times 5 as a factor equals 10. 10 is the product. And you see there 5 sets of 2. And that is the same as saying 5 times 2 equals 10. So it doesn't matter the order in which you multiply. So here are some helpful hints, boys and girls. This is going to help you. This next section is going to help you remember how to multiply by 2 and 5. When 2 is a factor, you can double the other factor. And there they have 8 times 2. And let's say you're like, oh no, what's 8 times 2? All you need to do is double the factor, the other factor. Not 2. You don't double 2. You double the other factor. The other factor is 8. So 8 plus 8 is equal to 18. Let's do an example of that on the whiteboard. Okay, because I don't want you to get that confused. All right, boys and girls? So let's say you have 7 times 2. You see it? And you're like, oh no, I have a test. I forgot 7 times 2. That's okay. Because of the 2, you can double the other factor. You can say 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7, we all know, is 14. Therefore, 7 times 2 is 14. See that? This works for all of them. Let's say you have 4 times 2. And you're like, geez, I don't know how much 4 times 2 is. Because of the factor 2, you can double the other factor, making it 4 plus 4. Now, you third graders, you know how much 4 plus 4 is. 4 plus 4 is 8. So 4 times 2 is also 8. Okay, let's do another one because I really want you to get this. Let's do one that you might think is hard. 9 times 2. Oh no, I forgot how much 9 times 2 is. All you do is take the other factor, which is 9, and you double it. 9 plus 9 is 18. So 9 times 2 is 18. These are just strategies to help you. Okay? All right. The next box says, when 2 is a factor, you can count by 2's. So 2 times 8. You count by 2's 8 times. So let's do that together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 8 times. And that works for all of them. Let's say your question was 2 times 5. Well, how much is 2 times 5? You're going to count by 2 how many times? 5 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay? And when 5 is a factor, you count by 5's. So 5 times 4 means that you count by 5's. 5, 10, 15, 20. If it's 5 times 7, you count by 5's 7 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, so those are 3 strategies that you can use to solve multiplying by 2 and 5. Let's review them very quickly because you're working on the next problems and the next page on your own. So, the first strategy, if 2 is a factor, you can double the other factor and add them. So we have 9 times 2. We can double 9 and say 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Therefore, 2 times 9 is 18. Okay? And for number 2, 5 times 2, either one you could choose. You could either double 5. 5 plus 5 is 10, or count by 5. 5, 10. Okay, so continue working on that. Let's skip over, because you are working up to number 6, but let's skip to number 7. We have 5 times 3. 5 times 3, let's count by 5, 6 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 times 3 is 30. We're going to use the commutative property to write the related fact. Let me erase that. So we have 5 times 6. We said it equals to what, boys and girls? It equals to 30. Let me get rid of that. The commutative property to write the related fact is 6 times 5. And 6 times 5 is also 30. We could also write it this way. it doesn't matter the order. The commutative property says it doesn't matter the order in which you multiply the factors, the product is the same. So you're going to work on that on your own as well. Let's look at number 10 to make sure you know how to work on number 10. It says solve, complete the sentence to answer the equation. Answer the question, sorry. It says Joshua planted 3 rows of trees on his farm. He planted 5 trees on each row. How many trees did he plant? So there's a picture there for you. There are 3 rows, and he counted 5 trees in each row. So how can you figure that out? What strategy can you use to figure that one out? So if you're saying count by 5, you're correct. So we could count by 5 3 times because there's 3 rows. So it's 3 times 5, and 3 times 5 equals, let's count by 5s. 3 times 5, 10, 15. 3 times 5 equals 15. Joshua planted 15 trees. Okay, boys and girls, so you are working on the rest of page 95 and all of page 96. If you have any question, have mom or dad email me and I will be glad to help. All right, have fun doing your math. Bye-bye.